If you know that doggy style makes you come in 5 minutes, then you get into that doggy style, girl. Okay? You get on your knees and you bend down and you get it. What's going on, baddies? My name is Celine. I am a sex and pleasure educator. Today's video is going to be about sex positions. We know about a handful of sex positions. We already know we have
missionary, we have doggy style, we have from the side, we have standing up, we have riding, you know, a handful.
And you know, there is so much positions out there. So these positions are open to everyone. But when it comes to some positions, you have to have the physical ability to do them. Some positions are a little bit more athletic than some. And a lot of times when people get older or when people get seasoned in the relationship, they want to change up some positions, and it ends up sometimes not working out too well. It ends up being very awkward, and then it ends up ruining the sexual session. So that's why I would always recommend to try intricate positions in the beginning, when you guys start having sex, and then, you know, get back to, you know, what y'all used to and what y'all comfortable with at towards the middle end of your session. And the reason for that is, one, you want to make sure that y'all don't put too much pressure. You want to make sure that there's an ending to whenever y'all start trying out new things, because they can go so wrong. Because they could go so wrong. Be like, all right, it's time to go back to normal. Some people get so frustrated in the bed, they'll just end up getting mad, and yeah, they'll probably end up still having sex, but because that pressure was on, and because no one really knew when, you know, y'all was gonna stop trying new things, it just made things awkward. So of course the sex wasn't as great as what they intended on when they started trying out these new things. So when it comes to just physical ability, you also want to take note of just weight and height. Like, y'all, like if y'all trying to do it in the car and both of y'all meaty, nah, but seriously, y'all, I mean, but some people can make it work and some people can't work. I mean, then it depends on your car size but whatever, we're not getting into those specifics. But there's some positions that it depends. You can have like a meaty, we're gonna call them meaty. If you have a meaty guy and a semi-medium girl, so say if a guy is like, okay, relatively 270 pounds, right? And a girl is 175 pounds. You would think, oh, that guy could pick up that girl. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably not. Although that 175 pounds, someone of a smaller size could probably just lift her up. It really just depends on your strength and your just mobility and just you, and that is unique to you. Then you have very small people who could pick up large people. Like, it really just depends on that person's strength. And then we have height. If you can have someone who's 6'7" dating someone who's 4'11", and I'm so sorry. I just thought about how much of a height difference that is, and how there is literally, y'all would literally have to change the game, because the 4'11" girl could literally probably be standing up and giving that person oral sex, and that just changes up the position. But y'all get where I'm leading to, right? Like, y'all get it. Like, height matters. Sometimes when you are in the doggy style position and the giver is really, really tall, you may have to adjust the height of you so that there can be some type of penetration. Like, it just really varies. Your height, your weight, your physical mobility, and all of that can play a part in whether it's successful or not. So yeah, definitely try new positions out, whether it's not while y'all are trying to have sex. So it could be just like a random day and you just say, hey, let's try some positions today. Like, all that is so important. Some people, they go in a relationship years and never try. That's because scheduling stuff is so important. Like, when it comes to the human mind, we will move on to something in a minute, or we can linger on something for years. So it can vary that much. So that's why you just have to schedule things. You can literally be doing the same position for how long? and if you don't say nothing about it, baby, you gonna be on your back forever. Like, you gonna be on your, you know what I'm saying, or you gonna be on top forever. And that's another thing. When it comes to having sex, you gotta switch up the roles. Let him lead sometimes, and then you can lead sometimes. I would definitely do a video about that in the near future, because I feel like that is so important. You gotta level it out. And you can also figure out what position works best for you. Some people do have certain preferences, so you can definitely use that to your advantage, and that can make you more orgasmic. If you know that doggy style makes you come in 5 minutes, then you get into that doggy style, girl. Okay? You get on your knees and you bend down and you get it, because that's how you like it. But of course, still try new things, guys, for the future. So when you get 40 years old, 50 years old, or 30 years old, or whenever you just get bored in your sex life, you can have something in the bag, you know what I'm saying? But I would recommend to not wait until that last moment when stuff gets boring. Don't do that. That will set you up for failure. Make sure you do it in between the relationship, but not too much. You don't have to try new things every week, or, you know, just try new things whenever, you know, the energy says that it wants to try new things. So but I say that mostly because you don't want it to be like, oh, throwing new things. It's like, no, there's gonna be a partner in that situation that feels like they're having all these different sex things thrown at them, and then you don't know if that's traumatizing for them. You don't know if that's how they like to receive new things. There's so much you don't know, but how you can help that is by first throwing it in there in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a 1-year relationship, you know, you could throw those things in there, you know, once a month, you know, however you want. It depends on you and whoever you have those relations with. The worst thing you could do is throw somebody off, and that's the worst feeling ever, when you know you're doing something good to help the relationship and then it backfires. But then it's like, okay, why did it backfire? And then it's like, oh, the person felt like you were throwing, you know, sex things, and then the person could start to feel insecure because they have nothing to come up with. There's just so much that could be going on in that person's head. You kind of want to get rid of that possibility and still keep the flame lit during the whole relationship. So once it starts dimming a little bit more, you still have something that you can get, you know, lit. You know? Y'all know, stop. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, don't play with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Certain positions feels better. So certain position hits certain areas of the vagina different. That's why everyone has like different positions that they like, but they're still similar because our anatomy is still similar. So if someone likes deep cervical penetration, so like it's really hitting deep down in, they may like doggy style more, because that is a very direct position. Ooh. And someone may like sitting on top more because they have more control of like what sensations that they want to feel. You know, they just have that control. So some people may like that position because of that. It could be hitting the upper layer of the wall, and that's what they prefer. So certain positions may vary. You know, one person may like missionary, one person may like doggy style. So one person may like from the back when their back is like arched like deeply, or some people may like when their back is actually all the way up, standing in an upright position, and they're getting, you know, they're getting, I'm trying to keep it PG. I can't. I literally try to keep it PG and I can't. When they're getting, people may like it upright, standing up, just like this, okay? Boom. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about reverse cowgirl. The reverse cowgirl, and you know, reverse cowgirl got its own situation. Some girls really love reverse cowgirl, some girls hate it. And also penis sizes can kind of alter what positions that you can do. If a penis owner have like a small to average penis, you know, and the person that they're having sex with has like a large, you know, butt, you know, that may make certain positions hard. You know, that may make certain positions hard. So you may have to do something different, but that's okay. And then you have on the other hand, we have someone with a medium to large, extra large penis. Sometimes doggy style is not what it is. You know, for sometimes it just can't work. Like, person have a very large penis, riding it could be very difficult for the male or female who's on top, because you literally can't sit because it's so, you know, long and big and thick. I was gonna just throw in moist in there. because people hate the word moist. So moist. Moist. I was so moist the other day. You know why people probably don't like moist, because the st part, you gotta like you have to say it moist. It's like oh my god, I think I just spit. But yeah, moist. It's like you that word, I think that end piece is what's causing the discomfort. And but I don't know, drop it below. Why is moist such a word that people don't want to use? Like, why? Let me know, because I like the word moist. Moist. I like the word moist. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This video was just about sex positions and just having just a chat about what I think about them, and just a little bit of facts and a little bit of mythbusters in here, you know, just throwing everything in the pot. But thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and go ahead and give this video a like right now, guys. Right now, just stop what you're doing and like that video. It helps me reach thousands of you all. It helps me reach so much more people that want to hear this information, but it's just not showing up for them. It's just not showing up for them. You know, the algorithm, you know, is very mean. Oh, I'm just kidding, guys. So, you know, sex positions and your favorite sex positions, that all can just vary, and that all can just affect your sex life, whether it's good, whether it's bad, or whatever, however it affects you. But I just want you guys to be aware that sex position, something that you probably don't really think about, you know, before sex, can mean a lot for your sex life. Before you get into the bedroom, if you want to try something new, think about that position and how to get into it before, and come with it. I think I want to do the history of sex positions next. I really want to do the history on everything next, because the history of sex is crazy, y'all. Like, y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that. Okay, bye.